What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97, and welcome back to another episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. This is episode number 30, and we're here with main event on Ion Television. As you can see, here are the WWE Championship rankings. Seth Rollins, for some reason, is still at number 1. I don't know what's up with this anymore. There's nothing I can do. Seth Rollins is going to be the next WWE Champion, and it's going to be awesome. Alright, enough of that out of the way. Anyway, so here's the SmackDown rankings. As you can see, that Intercontinental Championship, yeah, it's all up in a state of flux right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this screenshot that was taken earlier on by WWE. Oh, that was found on WWE.com. It was taken earlier. Seth Rollins and Oksana at some sort of restaurant there, so they seem to be getting cozy. I don't even know. So anyway, Kofi Kingston is going to take on The Miz. Chris Jericho is going to take on Dean Ambrose. AJ is going to take on Oksana. Seth Rollins will be at ringside. And in the main event, Cody Rhodes and Goldust will be taking on the Primetime Players. So let's go ahead and simulate this one. God dang it. The Miz defeats Kofi Kingston. Let's go ahead to our tag team match. Primetime Players get the win over the Rhodes Brothers. So that's pretty good for the Primetime Players. And AJ Lee defeats Oksana. So, I don't know, maybe a little bit of tension building there between Oksana and Seth Rollins. Maybe they were too focused on their dinner and not focused enough on competing. But, yeah, I needed to do something with that whole Seth Rollins-Oksana thing. I just got that random cutscene earlier, so you know what? Instead of just letting it blow past, just kind of ignoring it, I'm going to do something with it. So, that storyline is now underway. Oksana and Seth Rollins, so that should be pretty interesting. Seth Rollins, member of The Shield, has a girlfriend. Ooh, okay, no, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. This is just, I don't know, it's just one of those videos. Just one of those videos. So anyway, let's get into this one here. Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of rock and rolla, the best in the world at what he does. Chris Jericho competed at the King of the Ring tournament. Of course, unsuccessful as Mark Henry won the King of the Ring tournament. But Chris Jericho was defeated by The Undertaker in the second round. Chris Jericho did defeat Kofi Kingston in the first round, but he was unable to get past the Phenom, the Dead Man, The Undertaker. But now here on Main Event, Chris Jericho will be going one-on-one with the former WWE Champion, Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose had, of course, his matchup with John Cena at Night of Champions. Excuse me. Anyway, so Dean Ambrose, he was unsuccessful in retaining the title at Night of Champions, and he seemed to get the upper hand on John Cena last night, delivering a shot with that title belt right across the face of John Cena. So Dean Ambrose, showing his aggressiveness, he wants his WWE Championship back. So we'll have to see how Ambrose can perform in the next coming weeks if he can get back the WWE Championship. And with The Undertaker potentially in his way, that's going to be a pretty interesting WWE title scene. But anyway, let's get into this contest here. Chris Jericho taking on Dean Ambrose. As I had to take a drink, but the good thing is this is a pretty short video, so I don't need to take any more of those. I'll be fine. Anyway, Ambrose with a nice body shots to Chris Jericho, and now grinding that boot across the face of Chris Jericho. And maybe that wasn't the right term. Anyway, not the point. Dean Ambrose now taking down Chris Jericho from behind, and now Ambrose is at an interesting point in his career. People are asking him if he still has it. I mean, it's got to be a bit in question as to how, or I should say, with Dean Ambrose's performance recently. He's been on a bit of a losing streak. I mean, up before that, Ambrose was on a pretty hot streak. But ever since John Cena was in his path, Ambrose just seemed to start losing matches. I don't think he's defeated John Cena one-on-one. And, you know, it does pose the question, what's next for Dean Ambrose, and can he compete at the main event level? He did defeat CM Punk to win the title. But, I mean, Ambrose, he hasn't had too many challengers. And, I don't know, when he went one-on-one with arguably the biggest star in this company, John Cena, he seemed to kind of crumble under the pressure. So I guess we'll have to see if Ambrose can recover and maybe even regain that WWE Championship, or will this downward spiral continue for the third member of The Shield, the first, the second, it doesn't matter, Dean Ambrose. But now Chris Jericho anyway. Chris Jericho, ever since he returned actually on main event in the third episode of Universe Mode, when Chris Jericho, he faced Punk for the WWE title way back when at Extreme Rules. Chris Jericho actually competed in a 6-man tag team match in the Shield's pay-per-view debut at Over the Limit. Of course, that was way back when. And then Chris Jericho just seemed to kind of disappear after that matchup. And then he came back about a month ago, actually more like 2 months ago. And now Chris Jericho getting an opportunity here against the former WWE Champion Dean Ambrose. I mean, Jericho, he did defeat his arch nemesis CM Punk to qualify for the King of the Ring tournament. So, I mean, Jericho, he's been pretty impressive since his return. Maybe looking to get himself into the WWE title scene. And a victory over the former champion Dean Ambrose would do a pretty good job at establishing Chris Jericho as a main event guy and in that WWE title picture. But Dean Ambrose here, this is a really big match, a very important match for Dean Ambrose. He needs this victory over Chris Jericho, especially, oh, what a move by Ambrose, but especially after the loss at Night of Champions. And if Dean Ambrose hopes to ride some momentum into whenever he plans on using his rematch clause against John Cena, I mean, Ambrose, he needs to get some momentum, and a victory over a superstar like Chris Jericho, over, I'm going to say, a future Hall of Famer, former undisputed champion, 9-time Intercontinental champion. I mean, Chris Jericho, he's got all the accolades, so this would be a big victory for Dean Ambrose, and I think Dean Ambrose really needs this victory here as he counters a nice elbow to the face of Jericho and takes him down with a nice scoop slam and follows it up with a nice elbow drop right to the sternum of Chris Jericho as dragging him away from the ropes, hooks the leg, 1, 2, and Chris Jericho kicking out of that one. And now Jericho went for a kick, and there's an enziguri, caught him in the side of the head with that kick. And now Chris Jericho looks to try to flip him over here for the walls of Jericho. Can he do it? Trying to get Ambrose on his belly, and he does. But Ambrose, too close to the ropes, forces the rope break. And now Jericho, blocked the forearm, and Ambrose takes him down with that headlock driver. And that could do it here, folks. Chris Jericho tried to hit him, but Ambrose caught him almost out of nowhere. 2 count, and 3. Chris Jericho is defeated. Dean Ambrose getting the victory over Chris Jericho. Big victory there for Dean Ambrose. And I say that's a much needed win on the part of Dean Ambrose, and he got it. Very making a statement here with that victory over Jericho. And this could hopefully this could help Ambrose get back on the right track, get back on the winning streak that he had known for so long since capturing the WWE title. But anyway, Ambrose with a win. Let's see if he can keep it up. So a lot of people have been asking me ever since Night of Champions, Dean, are you losing it? Now that The Undertaker seems to have set his sights on the WWE title, are you afraid of getting pushed out of the title picture? Can you regain your WWE Championship now with 2 future Hall of Famers in your way? And to that I say, hell yeah. I have not lost a step. I was simply off my game at Night of Champions. I let the Shield down, and I let myself down. But that's alright. People make mistakes sometimes. Let's take The Undertaker, for instance. He lost his opportunity at King of the Ring, so he shouldn't get a WWE Championship match. The Undertaker, with all his smoke and mirrors, all of his illusions, tries to step into reality, my reality, and he thinks that he can get my WWE Championship. Well, Undertaker, you've got another thing coming, because I have a rematch for that WWE Championship, and I will get it back. I will get it back for myself, and I will get it back for the Shield. Believe that. Undertaker's got Dean Ambrose by the throat. This is not good. Undertaker, a chokeslam into the fire. Oh my god. Dean Ambrose might be dead here, folks. He just got chokeslammed right into that fire. What has become of Dean Ambrose? What's gonna... I don't even know what to say there, folks. Dean Ambrose, the former WWE champion, is... When are we gonna see or hear from Dean Ambrose again? Getting chokeslammed into that hellfire. I don't know. What has Undertaker just done to Dean Ambrose? And I don't know. I don't think Dean Ambrose is going to be getting that rematch anytime soon. I don't know what kind of injuries Ambrose might have just sustained there. If Ambrose is even alive at this point. Undertaker, I don't even know. I can't even talk about the rankings. Thanks for watching. Keep on YouTubing.